guys, welcome to Freedom in a Budget. It is meal prep day. So if you guys don't know, I meal prep every Sunday. We go to church and then sometimes I go to the grocery store on the way home. Sometimes I've already gone on Saturday, and then I edit these videos and I meal prep for the week. And it can be fun and sometimes it can be draining, and I'm always looking for new ideas. So as you guys know, I've been doing Weight Watchers for quite a while now, a few years now. And I love it. I've been doing I did Smart Points and freestyle, and now kind of dabbling back and forth in between freestyle and simply filling. So today we're going to do a simply filling meal, or actually 2 meals. So I'm going to show you how to make some banana muffins. Yeah, they're amazing. Like banana bread with apples. It's so good. I can't wait. So we're gonna make those, and then we are going to make like a Mexican lasagna. It doesn't really have a name, but I call it lasagna because it has like the layers, but it is pretty much, I've made it before. It's heaven in your mouth. I'm so excited to show you guys. So let's get cooking. Here are the 2 things I'm gonna make. They are both simply filling, and I'm gonna be adding a couple things to make them possibly not simply filling, but we will account for the points. So I'm making these 2-point or simply filling mini banana bread loaves. I'm actually gonna make them into muffins just because I don't have the mini loaf pans, and they're just quick and easy, and I can portion control them that way. And then I am making for lunches this week this Mexican casserole. So it is 7 Smart Points or simply filling. So I'm actually gonna make 2 of these, one for my husband and coworker to split, and then one for me. My coworker only wanted lunch 3 days this week, so it works out perfect. And then Jamie will have it a couple nights as well. So then over here, this is just real life, guys. Messy. I am making like 6 different things. I'm going to start sauteing some apples just because I thought that would be really good in it. And so I'm going to get them a little bit soft. I'm going to add some water and some cinnamon. So I'm going to finish chopping these up, and then I'll show you what they look like. The apples smell so good. They are coming along really nicely. I'm just letting them cook down and tenderize. I left the skin ends just for some additional nutrients. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference in the taste. Alright guys, so here is what I like to do for cooking, just to minimize on dishes and everything, is using my food scale to measure. So, oh, I did the wrong thing. Rookie move. Oh, I do want out that. Okay, so fluid ounces. So I need 8 ounces of applesauce. So rather than getting out measuring cup, I'm just going to measure it. And I did extra, and that's okay. So I am just a very casual baker. I'm not super precise on things. So I did a little extra, and it's just going to be extra moist. So that's totally okay. So these are all the wet ingredients. This is vanilla, eggs, mashed bananas, and applesauce. So I'm going to mix this together. Then I'm going to add in the quick oats and the baking powder, and then I'll by then the apple should be done, and then I will show you what they look like when it's all ready to go in the cups. This is what they look like right before the oven. As you can see, the apples, the chocolate chips. I measured out 2 ounces of chocolate chips. So for these, they will be 1 point per serving. And I don't know if this is really a life hack, but just want to show you guys, this is what I keep my baking cups in. And I don't know, I feel like it's cute. You can kind of see the colors and different things. And it's just in an old coffee container. So I have my oven set to 350. And I'm going to make these for 15-20 minutes, and I'm just going to check them every few minutes after 15 probably. Alright, let's get them in the oven. Everything is cooking up really well. I just added some minced garlic, about 2 tablespoons, and then sprinkled some onion powder. Guys, do you have one of these? They are amazing. This is one of those like mix and chop things. I got it off of Amazon. I'll link it down below. It's amazing. So I have mine up front, and then Jamie's my coworker's in the back. Mine is the 99% fat-free ground turkey, and then theirs is, I think it's 90-10 ground beef. So it smells so good. Then we have, let me turn the light on, the muffins cooking in the oven. Oh, it's an interesting mix of smells. We have the savory and then the sweet in the oven with the cinnamon, but everything's coming along really well. This is what it looks like in the pan. I have 1 can of original diced tomatoes with green chilies. The recipe called for jalapeno, canned jalapenos, but I couldn't find them at the store, so I just omitted those. It also calls for black beans. I don't like beans, neither does my husband or coworker, so it works out perfect. So we also have, it calls for a can of corn. I do not like canned corn, so I use frozen. It's 1 bag between the two, and then about a tablespoon of taco seasoning. I just have the big one from Costco rather than buying the individual packet. So this is what I have. So just about a tablespoon between the two. So now we are going to cook this on low and just let everything marinate. I don't know if it's going to need any water and make it kind of thin. So we'll see. If I need to add a little bit of water, I will. And then we're going to layer it like a lasagna. All right, this smells so good. So good. Here is the mixture. I did not need to add any water. It was plenty. I'm actually going to use a slotted spoon to scoop it out because it's going to be a lot of liquid. So I'm going to spray my 9x13 pans. I have 2 of them here. I used a just a pizza cutter to cut the tortillas. That made it super easy. It's 8 per dish. For mine, I do like high fiber extreme wellness wrap, and then I just have regular flour tortillas. The recipe calls for corn, but we're not a big fan of corn tortillas. Theirs is going to have light sour cream, and mine is going to have non-fat Greek yogurt. So I'll do the first later, and then I'll show you what it looks like. This is how they look. They are all ready to go in the oven. You can kind of see the layers there. So it has the layer of the tortilla, then the beef mixture, then the Greek yogurt or sour cream, then another layer of beef mixture. There wasn't very much beef mixture. As you can see, it's pretty scarce. It was like that for the first layer as well. So if I did this again, I may do like a maybe half the size or double the meat and see. I don't know. And then it definitely called for way more tortillas, or it needed way less tortillas than it called for. I only needed 6, so I have 2 left over for each batch. So we'll just use these for quesadillas or something like that. And yeah, so these are going to go in the oven at 350 for 25 minutes. After they come out, then we're going to top with cheese and just let them sit and let the cheese melt naturally. I'm really excited. Alright, it's been about 25 minutes. I'm taking these out of the oven now. I ended up adding foil just because they looked like they were getting a little dry. And I have this reduced fat Mexican blend cheese. I'm going to do 2 servings, which 1 serving is 3 points for a 1/4 cup. So I am doing, I measured this, it was 56, now it's showing 57, but that's okay. So that'll make, if we do 6 servings, that'll make each serving 1 point on simply filling. Because everything else in this, guys, is 1 point. So I'm just going to top this with the cheese and then let the heat just melt it. It smells actually really good. I'm excited for this. It's an interesting recipe. I hope it's not too dry, but we have the Greek yogurt and everything to add to it so that it's not dry. Alright, so I'm going to do the same with the other one. And I'll show you what it looks like when we plate it all up. The muffins are pretty much fully cooled now. They actually rose quite a bit more than the last batch that I made last week, so that's great. And I have my strawberries that are just soaking. So I soak them in 1 part vinegar, 4 parts water, just to kill any mold spurs, and just really helps them to just to last a little bit longer. And then I put them back in the original containers and line them with paper towels. And I don't know what it is, but this just really helps them stay fresher longer. So I'm going to drain these and let them sit and just kind of dry off a little bit before I load them up. This is what it looks like when it's all said and done. So my casserole made 5 servings. This one has 2. I'm just going to plate it at work, and then the other 3 are in containers. I'm going to top with Greek yogurt instead of sour cream, some lettuce, salsa, and there's black olives in there. So this will be a really, really delicious filling lunch. The only thing that I have to count points for is 1 point for the cheese and 1 point for the olives. I can have 5 olives for 1 point, which is great. So that is a 2-point lunch on Simply Filling, which is incredible. Then here are the muffins. This is what they look like. They smell so good, guys. So these are 1 point for 2 muffins. And this is, everything is Simply Filling except for the chocolate chips. So I have 3 points here for each day, which is awesome. Then this is what I do with the strawberries. I just have them lined with paper towels just to absorb any moisture. And we are good to go. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. This is my meal prep for Simply Filling. All right, guys, that was the meal prep. So I hope those look good to you. Let me know if you guys have any meals that you want me to try or recipes. I would love to look them up and possibly do a video coming up in the future for you guys. And let me know if you have any other meal ideas for me. I'm always looking for new recipes and new ideas for Simply Filling, freestyle, my husband's lunches. I'm always looking. So comment down below. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. Bye.